girls, yesterday was an absolute horrible day. I had that list of everything to do. I couldn't get any of it done. Even the bank system was down. It was a nightmare. All right, I'm going to put some eyeliner on. Renee's on her way over here. We're gonna try putting new hoses on my washing machine and see if that won't fix the problem, and then I won't have to go down to the place where I bought it and have them come fix it. But I got my hair nice and curly today. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now I found the lid to this. I know where it is. It's in this basket. Okay. I went out there to get my house shoes, girls, but it was too late. Coda already had them tore all to pieces. So I just gave him the other one. Okay. Now I'm going to take this Q-tip. I'm going to get that right off of that water line. There we go. And this is CoverGirl Perfect Blend Eyeliner Pencil in Basic Black. So anyway, when I got home, the only thing I did was I went to the coffee shop and I got their strong coffee. It wasn't the right thing to do, girls. I was so hyped up. It was pitiful. I was so hyped up. It was awful. I was scared. That's how hyped up I was. I can't drink that strong stuff anymore. For all over my lid, we're going to be using this Trend Beauty Soft Nude palette. And for all over my lid, I'm going to put this lightest pink in there. And it is so cold. It's 28 degrees. It was way too cold for me. It's way too cold for anybody. Alright, and I'm going to make meatloaf. Did I say that already? I'm going to make the meatloaf today. Alright. Now, for my transition color, I'm going to use this right here. Oh. No, yeah. I'm going to use this. I'll just lightly use it. I don't want it to be too dark. There we go. I'm not even using the one I showed you. You know how confused I get. Oh my God, I was watching this movie yesterday. It was about these people that lived up in the mountains, a small mountain town. And they were strange. And women started coming up missing. It was real hard times. And women started coming up missing. And so this man had 2 daughters and a wife. Well, the wife got sick and she died. So the father told the oldest daughter, well, now you have to take your mother's place. And everything. It was terrible. And, well, so the little boy, he had a little boy too. The little boy snuck down into the basement, and he heard someone crying. It was a woman. So he went down there with his little lantern, and he was peeking under the door of this dungeon room. And a woman's hand reached out underneath the door and tried to grab him. I was a nervous wreck. So then I figured it out that the man was probably killing these women. No, girls, they were eating the women. The man made them when she died. The man made those girls mark on the body of the woman like they do a cow, different parts of the cow. And then they cut that woman up, and then the next thing you know, they're eating. Well, the other man, the doctor in town, he was one of the girls that was missing was his daughter. And so he started looking for her. Well, then they found pieces of bones down there by the creek. He knew it was his daughter's. He could tell that the bones had been boiled. The meat had been scraped off. Well, then he knew what was going on. So, to make a long story short, he came down one night and he was going to kill them all. He put poison in their food because it's about to catch up with him. And he put poison in their food. This is E2 Dr. Mascara Fixer Perfect Lash. Oh, this is a different one. Well, good, because I don't like that other one. But the one daughter knew what he was doing. She figured it out, that he was trying to kill him. Anyway, so they were all sitting at the table, and they're saying grace and everything. He's very religious. Everything he did, he said it's the Lord told him to do it. And so, when she was sitting there, and she was crying and whimpering, and then she watched until the little brother started to eat. And when he got his spoon up to his mouth, well, she knocked the bowl out of his hand. Well, about that time, that doctor came in with a gun. And he said, "Did you eat my daughter?" So the father snuck around and he got a gun himself out of the table. Well, they shot at each other. And the one girl knew, the youngest girl, she knew there wasn't nobody gonna make it out of there alive. So she said, he was standing next to her, and she said, "I love you, Dad." And she attacked, and she started chewing hunks of meat out of his neck. I still didn't have it figured out. Well, then the other girl, she joined in, and they were eating their dad. They were cannibals. It was terrible. But so the doctor, well, the girls killed the father. They ate him to death. And the doctor lived. But he knew those girls could go on and have a normal life. So he didn't do anything. He just left. Now, I don't know. It didn't show the little son after that. I don't know what happened to him. But at the end of the movie, The girls were driving off in their car and it said, "We are what we are. You're cannibals." It was terrible. I wanted to quit watching it when that blood started squirting out of that dad's neck, but I couldn't. I just kept saying, "Oh my God, oh my God." No. But, yeah. Okay, I wasn't as crazy about this elf big mood as I used to be. So we are going back to, let's use this since we got it out. This is the, Renee must be here. Benefit Roller Lash. I heard Dakota go through like a horse. Like a little horse. I moved this around because yesterday I could see that you could only see the top of my head when I was putting my mascara on. Okay. All right. I love this little thing. It does not clump. I like my lashes a little clumpy, but this works real good. Okay, I didn't put anything on the inner corner of my lid because I was talking on the inner corner. I'm going to use this color right here. It doesn't have the colors, girls, or I'd tell you what it was. Actually, I don't think that did any good. And that's the wrong color. I'm going to cover that up with a lighter color. Just a little bit. All right. That's good enough for today. I'm not going any place. I'm not leaving this house. Now I'm going to put the Catrice Ultimate Camouflage Under Eye Concealer in Brightening Peach. I don't know why you can't get this online anymore. You have to, you can't get it on Amazon. You have to go to Catrice's website. But what was that one I really liked? Pixie. Pixie Under Eye Corrector in Brightening Peach. I loved it. And I'll have to order that again. Okay, now I'm going to take my fingers and rub that in. Look at this. You know what this is? This is those things you put around your wrist to keep your hands from getting, and your body from getting wet when you wash your face. But I don't use it. So I put them on here to keep these sleeves up while I put my makeup on. And Leela's supposed to come over today. Oh, I got a new, I went to Dollar General and I couldn't find but one. They only had one face primer, and that was LA Colors. So that's what I'm using today, and I think my skin looks better today. Always use a primer. It just does something for you. This is ELF Hydrating CC, Camo Hydrating CC Cream in Light 205N. My favorite. My very favorite of all time. And it's my first CC cream I've ever had. What you doing, Coda? Well, don't be scared. There is a cord running across the floor to this little heater, and he is afraid of it. Don't be scared. That cord won't hurt you. All right. Make sure I get that blended in good. Did you see that? I must be really dehydrated. When I move my skin, it just stays in a little crinkle. All right. Now we're going to use this Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage 12-Hour Concealer in Light Natural. Toto, what are you doing? Do you have something? No, he doesn't. For once in his life, that's his foot. He's chewing on his foot. All right. I'm going to blend that in. Oh, we're going to that, is it Swaim's? I think it's Swaim's Hardware. They have everything in there. From 100 years ago, they have stuff in there. You could just stay in there all day long. And if you can't find anything, you can go to that man. He will always have it. No matter what it is. Like one time I was looking for wolf urine to put on tennis balls to throw up in the attic to kill the squirrels, chase the squirrels out. And nobody had it. He had it. That was a very scary day. It looked like a giant squirrel coming after me when I got up in the attic. It looked giant to me because I was scared. And it was coming right towards me. I almost fell off the ladder. I wouldn't dare do it now. All right. Now we're going to use this Focallure blush and highlight palette, but it has a contour in it, so I'm going to use the contour. All right. I'm not crazy about this contour brush. I like that little brush I was using that wasn't a contour brush, but I used it anyway. All right. What did I do with that highlighter on? We're going to be using the Catrice Sungasm highlighter. Not that brush, this brush. All right. Now, the Milani Coral Cove blush. This is Nancy's favorite blush too. All right, now I'm going to blend all that in with this. I'm going to get some coffee. Oh, I don't know what kind of coffee that was. It just said drip, dark roast. So I thought, well, I'd like to have some strong coffee. Well, I didn't know it was going to do all that to me. Can you imagine if I had an energy drink? It'd probably kill me. Well, I had one once. It was the one in that blue and silver can. Anyway, I was on my way to Sulphur Springs. So, well, I'm going to have me an energy drink. See what that'll do. Well, girls, it did so much to me, I had to turn around. I went to the urgent care. I was so nervous. I went to the urgent care, and this little boy in there was so rotten spoiled and making such a scene, it made me too nervous. I had to leave the urgent care because I was about to get him. So, I got home, I drank hot milk, peanut butter, everything I could think of to do. I cannot do the power drinks. Red Bull. Red Bull, that was the name of it. Oh, God. It almost killed me. And you see people in that, like my grandkids, they just run around with the energy drink in their hand 24/7. I don't guess anybody drinks coffee anymore. Every time I go to my daughter's, she makes me coffee. And to think that I used to drink like 2 or 3 pots of coffee a day when I was young. Well, not just when I was young, up until my 60s. I can't do it anymore. I was happy to go to bed last night. I just felt yesterday like, well, I'm just spinning my wheels and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not getting anywhere. Couldn't get anything done. I thought, well, for sure I can go to the bank. No, our system is down. You'll have to come back tomorrow. No, I'll not be back today. I'm not leaving the house. And my car runs just perfect. So there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what that little thing it was that it did, but I guess I'll keep it. Renee must be here. Renee's here. Okay. Now I'm in here. Let's do lipstick. We're gonna do red lipstick today. What color is this? Crimson Crime. Oh, this ought to be red. Let's see.
I love your hair.
Well, thank you. This feels like it's going to be all over my teeth in about 5 minutes. This is Wet n Wild. Let me blot it right off the bat. Alright, let's put some of that light pink right in the middle. There we go. We are to powder. Look at this powder. Is that on my teeth yet? Not yet. I'm sure it will be. This is RCMA. It's something else. It's RCMA, the original no color powder. I like it. Okay, let's brush some of that off. And then we're going to go play plumber. And I'm going to be using the Benefit, the Professional Super Setter. No, that feels good. All right, are we done? We're done, girls. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to make that meatloaf after a while. And everything I have on my face will be listed below. And please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Tell your friends, share, all that good stuff. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.